Hello everyone and welcome to the Green Man channel. I hope you're doing good and well. So it's time for a new album review this Sunday and I'm talking about the 7th studio album from Poppy, Empty Hands, which was released on the 23rd of January via Sumerian Records, and the album is 13 tracks and 38 minutes in length. Now, Jordan Fish co-wrote and produced this album, and he's collaborated with Poppy before, of course, on Negative Spaces, which was a favourite album of mine from 2024. That made number 10 in my albums of the year list for that year. And honestly, I feel like this is another strong record from Poppy. Ultimately, I feel like the Poppy and Fish combination is working really well. The way they combine pop sensibilities and the sort of more metallicized hardcore sound that you get on these records is working to great effect. And honestly, I feel like they should just keep working together. Like, strike the iron whilst it's hot, as the idiom goes. Because every time they strike that iron, what we're getting is burning bright, burning hot, and have absolutely also loved their collaborations with other artists, and Poppy's collaborations with the likes of Spiritbox, Amy Lee, and Not Loose, of course, in 2024, which was a great moment with Poppy's collaboration with them. So honestly, keep doing what you're doing because it is working, and don't break what's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, because there is one thing I will say though about this record and about Negative Spaces, which I feel like both of them were verging on masterpiece, but I still feel like Poppy's masterpiece isn't quite here yet. It's not quite here. This was another really strong album, and you'll see that when I give my final score for this review. But I still feel like that masterpiece is yet to come. And for me, I feel she could get there by doing one full album in a hardcore style a la Not Loose, because every time she does a song which is much more just embedded in the hardcore style, I get chills. I love those kind of tracks. Despite her being very good at being chameleonic and kind of having this shape-shifting musical sound, I just feel she'd hit a goldmine if she just did a pure hardcore kind of styled album. I would just love that. I'll explain more about that as well as I go through the songs. So gonna sort of shout out some of my preferred songs on this record, some of my favourites, if you will. And I'm going to start with the single Bruised Sky, which kind of had these heavy guitar verses, and then they sort of transitioned into Deftonesy Spiritbox choruses, which I really enjoyed. A really solid breakdown at the end of this song as well, which was great. I did also like Unravel, another single, which kind of lulled you into a false sense of security by being this cute ballad. And then Poppy, of course, ever unpredictable, unleashes these really kind of shrill screams at the end. Once again, an absolutely great moment on this record, because that was unexpected. And actually, I do enjoy the unexpected elements here. I will say that. Dying to Forget is a little bit like this album's The Centre's Falling Out. It is Poppy going full hardcore. And whenever she does this, like I say, this is a 5-star track for me, Dying to Forget. And I love the kind of enraged Poppy at the end. You get just complete rage in those screams. She's dropping the F-bombs and I love it. It's an absolutely fantastic closing moment to Dying to Forget as well. I feel like that is Poppy perfection. Poppycore, if you will. I'm going to copyright that, Poppycore, although someone's probably already said it. I also like some of these cuts deeper in the record, like The Weight, which dug into the sort of ethereal and moody style that Poppy brings to her music. And if we're following the light as well, another pretty heavy one though, sort of mid-tempo-ish track, but with a fantastic kind of, I loved the ends, the sort of guitar chugging and drum combo at the very end with those drum kicks. I thought they were fantastic at the very close of this song, if we're following the light. And another sort of odd moment, but a highlight again, was the final track, which was the deathcore styled Empty Hands, where Poppy unleashed a complete deathcore guttural at the very end to close the album. But the song itself was also pretty good. Actually brought in some Dying Fetus influence even into this song, which I was pretty impressed by and loved it. And so it's like, to sum up here. So I like what she does with her genre blending stuff, and I really enjoy the production on these records. And as I say, I just think, Poppy and Fish should just carry on collaborating because everything they're doing is pretty great here. So I'm going to bring in my score now. My final score for this album will be an 8 out of 10. But just to expand a little bit more on what I said earlier, because I generally err on the side of the tracks which I slightly prefer those really heavy hardcore ones, I would love a full Poppy Not Loose style album, because I just think it could be a masterpiece, and I feel like she's got that in her. Just do it. Just do it. I think her fans would love it. I'd love it. And I don't mind these poppier songs. I think she's got some great, like her softer, smoother tracks are great too, and she's proven that. But I just feel like there's a masterpiece there if she goes full hog on the hardcore sound. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Otherwise, yeah, as I say, it's an out of 10, still a great record, but I just feel she's got that masterpiece still in here. Otherwise, for me, until the next album review, it's been a big release weekend. There's still more reviews to come. Do drop a like and a sub if you're new to the channel and you enjoy these reviews. Otherwise, from me, until next time, it is bye for now.